Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome you all to the today's chapter 9, which is most confidential knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita, which is it is uh, Krishna speaks and the confidential or the most secret of the knowledge or the king of all the knowledge, and we'll start it today. If you ever humble obeisance to Shishya Govinda, all glories to Shishya Govinda. Start the Mangalachan. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yen Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitya Namane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. All glories to Pandacharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, and Temple President, His Grace Namanitara Swarup Hare Krishna. So before starting chapter 9, we will look for some, take some questions. What is the Purusha avatars of Krishna? Purusha avatars are, there are three types of Purusha avatars. One is Karnodaksha Vishnu or Mahavishnu, as we are told. And then there is a Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Karunadaksha Vishnu or Mahavishnu, basically, it's creating all the the material world, all the here you can see in the bottom a lot of many universes are created, many universes are created just for the desires of the soul. We have some desires, and yes, there's the planet is created, and by that the some monitor is appointed, right? Some head is appointed, that Brahma is appointed, right? So that the one can take care out of it. So like this, the Karanaksha Vishnu or Mahavishnu is there, who creates everything. The worlds are different worlds, some multi universes are created. Then there is the Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Garbhodaksha Vishnu is basically creator of the Brahma, right? From his the Brahma is created all the then he creates all the then the 14 lokas are there. So from his from the Kamal is there, then that the Brahma is created, then everything is created. Now in now the since the all the lokas are created, now there will be elements, right? All the living entities and material thing will be there. In that as a overseer, as a permitter, Upadashtanu Mantacha, Shirodaksha Vishnu is there. Shirodaksha Vishnu, you can see here, Shirodaksha Vishnu is there. Yes. So he's residing in every atom, right? He enters into every atom, right? Every atom, every living being, he is centered there. So like this, the different Garbhodaksha Vishnu is here, Karnadaksha is bottom, and then there is Shirodaksha Vishnu, always standing, right? He is Shirodaksha Vishnu. No, this is basically the chart. At the bottom, you here you can see here is Krishna. Basically, here the Krishna is there. The Krishna, the ultimate abode is there, right? Then there is Saket Dham also here. Saket Dham, the Ram, Lord Ram's Dham, and then various multitude of innumerable Vaikuntha planets are there. You can see innumerable Vaikuntha planets are there. And there is here is the Karnadaksha Vishnu or Mahavishnu, right? Mahavishnu Tattva is there, and there at the bottom Garbhodaksha Vishnu is there, and in this lokas there are Shirodaksha Vishnus, right? And every living entity. So like this, there's major, it can be seen. This is the Goloka, right? And this part is only the 25% of the whole part, right? This is only just 25%. The whole material universe is just 25%. The rest all at 75% is all spiritual. It's all spiritual, right? So major part is the spiritual. So we cannot, explore. This whole part is itself is unexplorable by the scientists, right? It will take, years, and how much time it will take. One cannot even conceive, right? It is inconceivable. So what we learned in the chapter 8 till now, that the description of the spiritual world and the Lord support, we learned about that how is Lord's abode, that it's absolute nature. Krishna's abode is non-different from him. It is similar to Krishna, right? So eternal, from free from birth. It is free from birth and death. Infallible, it's infallible. Krishna's superior energy is opposite to the material energy in quality, right? It has unlimited bliss opposed to the material world, which is full of miseries. It's full of desires. It fulfills all desires. It's all attractive, it's unmanifest to mundane eyes, it's transcendental to manifest and unmanifest, right? It is transcendental, right? It is always there. One can, if you go by the example, if something, a line is there, and by some example, if you are an engineer, you will get it more relevant, or something related to science. If there is a paper, right? Paper is in basically two dimension, right? You can draw some x-axis and y-axis. You cannot draw a z-axis, right? And something existing in that plane paper, if you tell that line, the plane paper line, that there is a three-dimensional thing, something called as z-axis, which cannot be made into that two-dimensional paper, right? So what will happen, one will not perceive it, right? One cannot conceive it, right? There is a third dimension to it also, because he is living in that dimension. Similarly, the time is also like that, right? If you want to explain like this, that time, it is never happened that you have gone from there, like it is something like that. So it becomes unconceivable for us, right? To some So it's transcendental to manifest and unmanifest, right? Transcendental to manifest and unmanifest, right? It is the supreme destination, and it's a place of no return, right? In the 18.15 and 8.21 and 15.6, it is clearly mentioned by the Lord that one who goes to his abode never returns back, right? So life lesson: life is preparation, death is an examination. Every word is a song, every dance is a step. Let's go to that magical land, right? And what we learned yesterday, the ways of leaving the body, the yogis and the gyanis, what they do, they leave in the light, in certain period, then what is the result? They attain liberation and attain the Brahma Jyoti, not the Krishna's planet. Karma Kandis go in some time, part of time in the darkness, attain heavenly planets, and then return to the earth, right? And devotees, they go anytime and attain the Krishna Loka. Choice is ours, what we were looking for, right? So yogis, they check the auspicious and inauspicious times. The pure devotees, anytime is auspicious, right? Because they want to serve, just want to serve the Lord. Now they have surrendered to Lord. He will think that when he has to go, right? So how to think of Krishna at the time of death? Mentally think of me in the form of Krishna and by chanting Hare Krishna, right? In form of Krishna only. We have to think in the form of Krishna and by chanting Hare Krishna. You keep chanting the name of the Lord. Physically carry out prescribed duty dedicated to me, right? By carrying out the duty dedicated to us, to Krishna, then only we can, physically you can do that. Karma yoga, following the karma yoga path. Intellectually, and the mind intelligence fixed on him. The mind intelligence must be fixed on him, right? So these are the 9 kind of devotional service that is recommended in Shrimad Bhagavatam 7.5.23, 22, 24. Pavanam, Archandanam Dashakyam Atmavedanam. So here it is written in Srimad Bhagavatam 12.31. Kaler dosha de rajan apiha eko guna kirtana eva mukta param vrajit. My dear king, all Kali is an ocean of still one good quality about the simply chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from their bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Just by chanting, right? Just by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, one can become free from material bondage, right? And be promoted to transcendental kingdom. For some questions, right? So anyone with this know the meaning of Tat Shanu? Hare Krishna. Anyone can tell the meaning of Tat Shanu? Krishna speaks this word when basically Arjuna asks the questions in the seven, after the 7 chapters, various verses, various words are there which he didn't understand. Tashunu. Hare Krishna. It is basically now listen, right? Now listen. So if Krishna is saying now listen. Now what are the 3 forms of Vishnu? I just told you. Hare Krishna. Anyone can tell? I just told you. What are the 3 forms of Vishnu?
गर्भोदक्षाय विष्णु, क्षीरोदक्षाय विष्णु, कर्णोदक्षाय विष्णु.
Hari bol Mata ji. Hari bol Nina Mata ji. Hare Krishna. What makes up the material nature? What is material nature is made up of?
Panchbhuta.
Panch Mahabhuta is Panch Mahabhuta. It is made up of. What is the supreme potency or supreme superior energy of the Lord? Material nature is the inferior energy, right? And what is the supreme potency, superior energy of the Lord? Or who is the supreme energy of the Lord? The living entities, right? The living entities are the supreme energy of the Lord. What is the analogy given in 7.7?
Pearls with thread.
Yes, as like we, the living entities are like threads on a pearls on the threads, right? We are connected to each other, but the thread is Krishna, right? So we are connected on a pearls on strung on a thread. Who are those who do not take refuge in the Lord? Hare Krishna. Anyone tell? There were four, right? Can anyone tell all four or some of them? There were Mudas, they think the work is worship. Then there is Naradamas, right? The lowest of the mankind. Then there was one who has, basically the knowledge stolen by the illusion, Maya Partha Jnana. Then there was, Asuram Bhavita. Asuram Bhavita is the one who were envious or the demons one. They were does not take the refuge in the Lord. And what were the four who groups who were worshipping the Lord? Who worships the Lord? Who were the four? Hare Krishna. The four were, the distressed one. The distressed one, Artha, Artharthi, Jnani, and Jignasu. Artha, Artharthi means the one is, who is for just for the, one is distressed. One is for the wealth. One who is required just wealth, right? One who is curious, and one who is Jnani, the wise person, right? So he tells in the next one, the wise is the most, dear to him. Who is the example of the distressed? Yesterday saw some examples, some pictures who was the best example of the distressed? Generally, in the book is referred also. Hare Krishna. So Gajendra was the example, right? Gajendra was the example. The Bhakta Gajendra was there that for whom Lord Vishnu and Garuda came, right away after saying he prayed when the crocodile was grabbing his leg. He was in distress, so he called by the mantra, and finally the Lord Vishnu came. What is being said in the verse 7.3? Hare Krishna. Okay, in that, basically Lord says, Manushyanam saheshu sareshu kaschit yatati siddhaya yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatvataha. Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. Right? So, many basically endeavor for perfection, but no, all will not reach the perfection, right? So, if one will achieve, then also one is knowing in the truth is very, it's very difficult, and hardly one knows him, right? What does Lord say in the last verse of 7.30? For which basically, the chapter 8 starts. Yesterday learned the chapter 8, beginning of the chapter 8. Some questions were there, right? So it was spoken in the last verse, right? That what is Adi Yagna, right? He basically says that some example that that Adi Yagna, Adi Deva, and Prayana Kale. Some these were the words, basically the Lord say that is being spoken in the last verse, chapter 8, right? Yesterday's chapter. What are the questions asked by Arjuna? The same, the questions in 7.29 30, right? Adi Deva, Adi Yagna, Prayana Kale, Adi Bhuta, Karma, right? All the questions were asked. What is the Lord's answer to the questions? Anyone tell? What is Adi Deva? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can anyone tell what is Adi Deva or Adi Bhuta or Adi Yagna? Any one of them. Hare Krishna. In the chat box also you may write. Hare Krishna. Adi Bhuta, anyone remembered? Adi Bhuta? Okay. We learned about the karma, the productive activities. We learned about Adi Deva. We learned about the Paramatma, right? Adi Yagna is the sacrifice, the supreme soul, right? To whom we are sacrificing. And Adi Bhuta is the material nature, right? Adi Deva is this, the demigods, the form Virat Rupa, Vishwarupa, all the demigods who are appointed basically, to for this world, right? What else? Where does, Priyana Kali, at the time of death, how one can remember the Lord? It was us. What is Brahman? Uh, where Adi Yagna resides, right? Where the Supreme Soul in the heart of all, right? So those were the questions, where basically we dealt with yesterday. What does the Lord say in verse 8.8? Hare Krishna. We started with
Those, those
yes,
who
yes, Mata.
remember me at the time of death attains my abode. Example,
Yes, yes, Mata.
Ajamati.
Yes, yes, Mata. So at the time of death, if one remembers and fix his mind constantly on the Supreme Personal Godhead, only Mom, only him, right? Only him one has to remember. Then he is sure to reach him, right? What is mentioned in the, how the Supreme be meditated as per his advice in 8.9? How he should be meditated. One is meditated, that is fine. How he should be meditated. So what was the answer?
As he is the
Because we have to
controller of
learn.
everything.
Yes, Matani. What more? He is Kavyam. He is Kavyam, one who knows everything. He is Puranam, the oldest, right? He is Anushasitaram. He is the controller, right? He is Aniyamsam, right? Aniyamsam means smaller, right? Smaller than the smallest, right? What is he is Achintya, inconceivable, right? He Rupam, he has form, he has form. Aditya Varnam, he is luminous like the sun, right? And he is transcendental, Prastat, right? So these were the, this is the, one who meditates, who has to think that what he is, how the supreme is, that like this, one has to meditate on him, right? What was, how the material world is described in law by the Lord in verse 8.15, how it is, Haribol. How, we can define that material world is, what do we think that material world is? Someone asks you that, what is, material world, how you can define the material world? What can you say?
We have Janm Mrityu in material world.
Yes. So it is Dukhalyam, right? Dukhalyam Ashashvatam. It is Dukhalyam Ashashvatam. It has miseries and it is temporary. These two things are, there, right? Material world can be defined Dukhalyam Ashashvatam. Just two words. What are the characteristics of Lord's abode? We just learned today in this, starting of this chapter. What are its characteristics? Just opposite to the material world, right? It is transcendental, it is eternal, it is all attractive, it is equivalent to Krishna, right? It is, it is transcendental to manifest and unmanifest, right? All these things we learned at the Krishna Lord's abode. Right? No miseries are there, right? all, no desires you will have, right? Only to serve the Lord. What are the benefits of wearing, this is out of the sleeve. What are the benefits of wearing gopi sandalwood? Hare Krishna. If we apply gopi chandan, what we can, what are the benefits? What do you think? We have not discussed it, but we can take this question.
So does
What
it
do you
help in
think if
concentration
yes,
towards
Mataji.
our goal?
Yes, Mataji. But main thing with the Gopi Chandan, applying the Gopi Chandan is we remember Krishna. Secondly, if we see some person wearing Gopi Chandan, we will remember, okay, the two lines
Yeah.
represent the 2 feet of Krishna, right? So we remember, okay, Krishna. So other basically what Vaishnava is doing, he is serving other devotees by trying to get remember others. Okay, by you wearing the Gopi Chandan, then what other will remember, right? Okay, Krishna is there. So the two lines represent the basically the feet of the Lord, right? And then we make a leaf like and the leaf that is Tulsi leaf, right? Because we keep Tulsi leaf at the foot of the Lord Krishna, right? So that is being represented by our on the sign, right? So these are the, main benefit, why we can remember Lord every time, right? And others will also remember. That's the Vaishnava etiquette, right? What is said in the verse 8.28? Hare
If
Krishna.
sorry, Prabhuji, but one benefit is that one who applies the Gopi Chandan, the what you say, the Yam Yamraj people don't approach you. Only the
Yes, Mata.
Vishnu Dut approach you.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji. But but don't cheat. We don't do it, right? Because Krishna sees that. So ultimately, but whoever applies and doing sinful and like definitely Amraj won't achieve, but but that is the main benefit, right, Mataji? Hari Bol Mataji. 8.28, yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. 8.28. That was the last verse. Anyone remembers? The what does devotional service equivalent to? Basically, that was given, right? If one basically accepts path of service, you will not the it will be not like it will be equivalent to studying the way with for performing sacrifices, and doing austerities, charity, fruit activities. It will be equivalent to, right? What was the
Your
name of the
voice is
chapter?
breaking, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, your voice is
Hare Krishna.
breaking.
Actually, Hare Krishna. Is it coming now?
Yeah, little bit, Prabhuji. Okay.
Yes, Matan. Actually, electricity is not there, so my mobile is connected basically to the laptop. Hare Krishna. So, in the what is the name of the chapter? Chapter 8.
Chapter 8.
When I was in in the call, some
Attaining the Supreme, sir.
yes, sorry, बोल Mataji. So
Hari
what
bol.
happened
मैंने
used to
देख के
happen
बोला.
when what used to happen, I was in some going to some coaching. So what our professor used to say after every half an hour that attention people that we are going through this chapter, and the name of the chapter is this, so that we don't get fall asleep, right? So basically he used to declare like a commentator. So we were in the chapter attaining the supreme, right? So it's all philosophy, right? So, but but this is, this is what bhakti is about. But we have to have some jnana to, attain the bhakti, right? And which chapters are 7 to 12? Hari bol. I think everyone knows this.
Bhak-
And
Bhakti Yoga.
yes, Hari bol Mataji, Hare Krishna. So today's chapter is Raj Guhya Yoga, the most confidential knowledge, the most important chapter of the, of 18 chapters, all important. This is the most important and secret test of all. Let's go to the overview. With the four parts. First part is the Krishna glorifies the knowledge he is about to reveal, right? He will glorify the knowledge. And there with the Ashwarya Jnana, Krishna's relationship with the world. What is his relationship with the world, right? How he interacts, what is his relationship, what his different type of worshipper, and what are the different types of worshipper, and the glories of Krishna Bhakti that we will learn, right? So Srimad Bhagavad Gita introduction, cultivation, devotion, service, nine processes, right? What is Shravanam? Shravanam is the easiest one. Who did it? Maharaj Parikshit. Kirtanam, chanting, glorifying Lord. Sukdev Goswami recited the Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit. So he did Kirtanam. Vishnu Smarmanam, remembering Bhakta Prahlad, right? Always remembering the Lord Krishna, right? Pad Sevan, serving Lord's lotus feet, Mother Lakshmi, right? And there is Maharaj Pridhu, deity worship, Archana, he used to do deity worship, right? And there was this Raja Akrura was there. He was, excelled. He excelled the devotional service of Vandanam, praying. And there's this Hanumanji. He basically did Dasyam, right? As a Sakyam, Arjuna is there, right? And Bali Maharaj as a Atmanivedanam, complete surrender. So all, there was this Maharaj Ambarish. What happened one time, Durvasha Mani was a very, was a very angry person, so he used to give curse, very badly, so this time, Maharaja Amrisha was also there one time, and he got in fight with with Durvasha Muni, and Durvasha Muni told that okay, I will curse him. So what did Amrish Maharaj do? He started taking the chanting the name of the Lord, and he started, yeah, so he started listening also, right? So he did started remembering also. He did, he served the Lord's lotus feet, by and the deed of the deity. He started the deity worship. He started praying to the Lord. He started executing orders, keeping and offering the flowers, and being a dasya as a dasya, working as a dasya. And he established all the sakyam also, and he completely surrendered finally to the Lord, right? All nine processes he did. So he was saved, right? He was saved from Durvasha Muni. So Raj Vidya, Krishna glorifies the knowledge he is about to reveal. What the knowledge is there, so he will glorify that knowledge first, right? So Sri Bhagavan Vacha, idam tute guhyatmam, parvaksham anushasavyabe, jnanam vijnanam sahitam, yajya gyatva mokshayase subha. The Supreme Lord said, my dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, right? He is saying, because you are never envious of me, right? I shall impart to you this most secret wisdom, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. Right. So one is, if is not envious of him, that is the that is the he's depicting. He is basically pointing out the quality of the one who is bhakta of the Lord. He will never be envious. Right. We are into this material world because we are envious. There is no other reason we are here, right? All of us we are here because at one point of time we were envious, right? That's why we are here. There's no other way, right? But he comes to this world, to just to tell, because even Krishna was there. There were many envious persons also, right? Many envious persons, right? They were not able to comprehend Krishna, right? So what happens? So they are being sent to this world. We are also like that. We are also into that state only, right? So it is our duty to contemplate on that, why we are envious, what are the desires that are leading to it, right? Why the envy is there, right? So first of all, one is never envious, and right, to he only he reveals this knowledge, right? So we never pour our heart out to people who are envious of us, right? They will either become more disturbed or cause us disturbance. Envy blinds people. It makes them misjudge us, although they are not in the position to judge us. Lord clearly states in this chapter that He is the Father of all universe. In the second part, He will tell that, and whole creation functions under His direction. Right, the relationship with the world, He will tell about that. Yet we see so many mistranslations of the Bhagavad Gita. Right, He is saying that I am the Father of all the universe. Then why is there so many interpretations? Right, the false interpretation that no, I am the God. Hare Baba, you are the God. Then how you are admitted in the ICU? How you are going to the hospital? If you are the God, then why don't you show your Vishwarupa? Why you are going to the hospital, right? We are not the God, right? We are not Vishnu Tattva. We are not at the essence Vishnu Tattva, right? You can see it, right? You can see it. We are his, we are his eternal associate. We are his eternal servant of the Lord, and eternal servitor of the Lord. That is our relationship with the Lord, right? But out of envy, we have just to lord over the material nature. We have come here, right? We want to have some proprietorship. Okay, you go there. So Lord tells, okay, you go there. You cannot handle my six opulences. Okay, you go there. You try that, right? You try that because you don't want eternal bliss. Okay, you try that. Then you tell me that what is your realization. Then we ultimately come to realization. Okay, nothing is in my control. All the three modes of material natures are doing that. The second part, this is an important shloka. Rajvidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Midamuttamam Pratykshavagam Dharmyam Sukham Kartum Avyayam. Rajvidya Rajaguhyam. Rajvidya, king of the knowledge, right? The knowledge is the king of education. Rajvidya. Rajaguhyam, the most secret of all secrets. It is the most secret of all secrets, right? So he will reveal to only some selected, right? Pavitram Idamuttamam, right? We also don't, start at the, go at the streets and start talking about the Gita. No, we distribute the book only. We just distribute the book. Now it is up to the person, to read it or not read it. But the purity of the Gita is there. If it enters into the house, his house will have the effects that he will read one day. So it's like an atomic bomb. So we give them. We don't start directly teaching because he is envious, right? He is envious. He might be out of the four dushkritanas, or he might be of the four sukritanas. Any eight of them, one can be. So we just give the Gita, right? But it is up to the person. Then purest knowledge to get the secrets of, and then understanding it is another thing, right? Srila Prabhupada told that you have to read Bhagavad Gita at least 100 times in your lifetime. At least 100. You know, he himself used to read it, right? Because every time you read it, you will get into new knowledge. So sadhu sangha, we have to learn from the saints that what is that knowledge. You have to inquire from him submissively, then we will get it, right? So here it is mentioned as Rajavidya Rajaguhyam, king of education, most secret of all. Pavitram idam uttam. Pavitram, it is purest knowledge.
Purest one.
And idam uttamam, and because it gives direct perception, right? Idam uttamam, it is the best, right? It is the best. And because it gives direct perception of the self, pratikshavagamam dharmyam, direct perception of the self by realization, right? It is not like you read this philosophy and you cannot apply it. It is telling how to apply it also, right? You can, read it, you realize it also. You get the knowledge, you realize it also, right? This is the, quality of the knowledge, right? It's not like the knowledge that you take it, but you cannot apply it, right? Or you cannot realize it, right? It is not like that knowledge. So it is the perfection. It is the dharmyam. It is the perfection of religion. This is the religion, right? What is the religion? Not Hindu, not Muslim, right? Nothing like that. Not Christianity, not like that. It is the perfection of religion. Religion is what is duty, duty prescribed, right? Principles of religion, right? Susukam kartum avyayam. It is everlasting and it is joyfully performed. Susukam kartum avyayam. It is everlasting. It is everlasting also, and it is joyfully performed. Once you get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, will you go in depression? No, I don't think so. Right? No one can go. If you get the knowledge that you are not the body, you are the soul. What is there you are killing then? You are just killing some matter, right? You will again get some body. What is the use of killing that body now? So you will never go into depression, you will never go to tension because the three modes of material nature has done it all. Everything is being done by the will of the Lord. Nothing is yours, right? So what is there to be, thought of? The only job you have to think is of getting self-realized, right? Getting self-realized and how to know Krishna or how to know Krishna, right? How to meditate on him, right? How to remember him at the end of his life. That is only our job. So 9.2 we learned that glories of the this chapter. If we are not serious in school, we remain in the same class, right? So if we are not serious in devotion, we remain in the same cycle of birth and death, right? So devotion also, the bhakti also needs some seriousness. One must become grave. One must become sincere. One must become, only way you can achieve that. So faith comes with association of devotees. How to, if you are sitting at home, you're not meeting the devotees, you are not doing sadhu sangha, if you are not meeting here, then we will also fall. That is very easy. The faith comes with association of devotees. That's why sadhu sangha is necessary. They will encourage you. They will become wall, they will become wall for the Maya, so that it cannot interfere in your life, right? So that is very important. Listening to lectures of realized gurus like Prabhupada, right? We are listening to what? We are whatever it is being spoken here, it is because of Prabhupada, right? Whatever, the lectures is being taught is because as per the books of Prabhupada, right? And reading Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, right? One must read also, right? Put at least, 45 minutes or 1 hour times in the daytime or in the evening time. Keep progressing, keep reading it, right? You will every time you read the shloka, you will have something new. Phase also in three levels, right? There are the three there are three types of basically devotees. One is the kanishta adhikari, right? Then there is a madhyama adhikari, then there is a uttama adhikari. Kanishta adhikari is one, he's basically starting this. He is basically between the real devotee and a fake one, right? So he has does not, if you go to the kanishta adhikari or neophyte devotee, basically in the English we say neophyte. So what does neophyte will do, his, if someone's argue on the behalf of some other philosophy, he will agree to it, right? So his faith is not that much strong, right? Is that much not strong. So that is the kanishta adhikari. His faith that Krishna is there, or the philosophy, the faith on the scriptures is not that much strong, right? If someone gives another other arguments, he will easily go to that argument, right? He will sublet to that argument. So, that is the Kanishta Adhikari. The Madhyama Adhikari is not stable, but it is non-envious, right? He knows that there is Supreme Personality Godhead. He has firm faith in the scriptures. He might not able to give some arguments against some other scriptures or philosophy, but he has full faith in Lord Krishna. He has full faith in the scriptures, right? That is, that he is non-envious because he knows that Supreme Personality Godhead is someone else, right? Krishna is there. And Uttama Adhikari knows all the shlokas, right? All the he is able to easily give arguments against all the scriptures, and he is easily able to give arguments against the whatever shastras is somewhere there, right? He is able to easily able to give against the arguments whatever the someone else is saying about the shastra, right? He knows that Lord Krishna is there, and he is very convinced, and has firm faith. He has full nishtha, right? So about Shraddha, nishtha is there. So he's a first class devotee, right? So between only a Madhyam Adhikari can start preaching, right? So only a Madhyam Adhikari, Srila Prabhupada used to tell that only a Madhyam Adhikari can start preaching, right? At least if you can't give some slokan, at least you should not be envious of the Lord. One should not be have the faith in the scriptures and the Lord should be there, right? That is important. So here is the best example. Narad Muni was basically, son of a poor maid servant. What he did, how he achieved devotionally. The sadhus used to visit his house, and he used to take the uchishta or the leftovers of the at the thali, whatever being served to the sadhus. By that he attained the self-realization, right? So this is this is a sign of a devotee, right? So ultimately, Narad Muni, is the and start chanting the glories of the Lord. He is only Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Only chant the only name of the Lord, right? So 9.3. Those who are not faithful on the path of devotional service cannot attain me, right? The third part of this, that he is saying about this, this chapter, that those who are not faithful on the path of devotional service cannot attain me. O conqueror of foes, but return to birth and death in this material world. If we are not sincere, if we are not faithful, right, then we will again come to the cycle of birth and death, right? We're like the fish out of water. This world is not our real home, right? We are like, our soul needs Krishna. Our soul needs Krishna, but we are not currently linked with Krishna, right? We cannot serve him directly, right? So even if we are given all pleasures, a drink, umbrella, etc., right? A fish has been giving, okay, water is not there, but take this drink. Okay, this is something like you couldn't drink. Okay, there is too much heat. Okay, take this umbrella, right? But it is not water, right? It's not water. So a fish only likes water, right? So we cannot be truly happy, right? So read Gita and find your way back to your real home, Krishna's abode. So it's our lone journey, right? We have to find out the way. We have to realize it. It's in our hands, right? We have to do that. The cycle of birth and death is a very painful, right? So Aishwarya Jnana, right? Now Krishna will tell the relationship with this world. What is his relationship? So by me in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Right? In 9.4, he is telling that. Right, that by me in my unmanifested form, by me in my unmanifested form, the entire universe is pervaded, right? Maya tatam idam sharvam jagat avyakta murtina matasthani sarva bhutani nachaham teshva avastitah. The entire universe is pervaded, matasthani sarva bhutani, right? All beings are in me, but I am not in them, right? Because we are come from there only, right? So he is saying that all beings are me, but I am not in them, right? So how to understand the statement all beings are me or not in them? Uh, he has, he has the, quality of Aishwaryam. Aishwaryam means supremacy. How supreme is? Everything is resting on me, still everything is without him, right? Everything is resting on me, right? He said the example of like the pearl strung on a thread, right? So we are resting on him, still everything is without him, right? So it is very easy to understand that we cannot exit without God's mercy, because if the thread is missing, then the pearl will not be red, right? So this potency is life. So life, the life is there. Try to understand what is this life. We have got this material body, right? Material body means this gross body is made of all the five elements, right? Earth, water, air, fire, ether, right? And space, right? And the subtle body, mind, intelligence, and ego is there. We are situated in this body, right? Then because there is a gauze body, there is subtle body, then there is soul, right? The jiva is there. Therefore, what is this? These are energies, right? It is Krishna's energy, right? Because whatever stone you see, everything you see, there it is made above the Panch Mahabhuta, right? Whatever things you see around you, what is this? These are the energies of the Lord, right? It is Krishna's energy, right? If energy is not there, if this energy, earth, water, air, fire, ether is not there, the subtle body is not there, what will happen? We cannot exist, right? Because jiva needs this something to interact, right? Therefore we are situated in the energy, right? Material energy of the Supreme Lord, which is inferior, right? We are the margin energy, so we are situated in the inferior energy, in the prakriti. We are ourselves also energy of the Supreme Lord, right? Marginal energy. So although we are situated in God's energy, we are forgetful, right? There, this we are interacting with the inferior energy, that is material energy, and we are ourselves, the jiva is the marginal energy of the Lord. Therefore, Krishna said, Matasthani Sarvabhutani. So, marginal energy, right? Marginal energy is situated is Krishna's energy, right? So, Matasthani Sarvabhutani. Everyone is existing on my energy, right? This marginal energy, if not given this inferior energy, then we cannot exist, right? Still, still, his energy is there. Still, he is himself not there, right? His energy is there. Still, I am not there. So this is, this is the statement that is being given, to understand, right? That his energy is present everyone, but he himself is not there. So I am not there means the living entity has forgotten or cannot understand God, what he is within the God's energy, God's material power energy, still he cannot understand, right? So this is the statement. So also Krishna's energy is everywhere, but he is not visible, right? Krishna is renounced or detached. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence, although I am the maintainer of all living entities. He is the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, right? We learned that his inferior energy is everywhere. Still myself is the very source of creation. Right? Still myself is the very source. He is the creation, right? As the mighty wind blowing everywhere, always rest in eternal space, in the ethereal space. Know that in the same manner, all beings rest in me, right? Wind, you can see wind, no, but it is blowing everywhere. It is, it is always in the ethereal space, always there, right? So in the same, analogy, all beings are rested in me. The whole cosmic universe, the whole cosmic order is under me. By my will it is manifested again and again, and by my will it is annihilated at the end, right? So he created Brahma, the Karana, the Garbhodakshay, Vishnu basically created the Brahma. So whole cosmic order is under me, right? By my will, now the Brahma, he will take the breath and he release the breath, Karana, Lakshay, Vishnu. What will happen? The Brahma will be created, Brahma will be destroyed, right? So by my will, it is manifested again and again, and by my will, it is annihilated at the end. O Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached, seated as through neutral, right? He cannot, matlab, one cannot bind, because he has created it. How will someone bind him? And it is logical. I am ever detached, seated as through as though neutral, right? He's seated as neutral, right? He is there as a, as a permitter and the overseer, as a super Shiru Dakshay Vishnu is present there, right? So I am ever detached, seated as though neutral. He is neutral, right? Whatever things we do, he is there. He is there as a sakshi. He is there as a sakshi. He witnesses it. He witness. He notes it. That's it. He is neutral, right? 9.10 Maya dakshena prakrati suyate cha Sacharacharam hetunanena kaunteya jagad viparya vartate. This material nature is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, and it is producing all moving and unmoving beings. By its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. Right? So the rule is what? That we saw the cycle, saw the cycle of the Brahma. That is the rule, that is and the day Brahma will do this and again create and again destroy, right? Because his timeline is huge, right? This is a space time difference, right? His timeline is difference, right? So every day he creates and it destroys. So material nature is working under my direction, right? At his direction Brahma is getting created. At his direction Shirodakshay Vishnu is there, everything is there, right? And O son of Kanti, and it is producing all moving and unmoving beings, right? All the marginal energy is created, the living entities, and the unmoving beings are also created. Different type of worshipper. What are the different type of worship? Third one. Does Krishna come under the influence of Maya when he comes in human form? Hare Krishna. Can he come under the influence of Maya? Hare Krishna. Can anybody tell? Hare Krishna.
I don't think so, sir.
Yes, yes, because he himself, Mama Maya Durattaya, Mama Maya Durattaya. He said, Mama Maya, my Maya. So he is saying if it is his Maya, then how he will come under the influence of Maya, right?
Yeah,
9.11 Avajanati mamudha manushim tanum ashritam param bhavam agyanto mama bhuta maheshwaram. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form, right? And so one thinks that he is human, right? They do not know by transcendental nature and my supreme dominion over all that be, right? They basically cannot get the his transcendental nature. Even if seeing Krishna was present there, Kamsa could not get it. Shakuni could not get it. Dushashan could not get it. Duryodhana could not get it. Dhritarashtra could not get it. Krishna tried to convince them so much. The Kauravas. When he went as a Duta, he showed his form. He showed his Vishnu form before showing Vishwarupa to Arjuna. He showed his his Vishnu form to Duryodhana. And Dhritarashtra was given the eyes. He requested, just give me some part of some sight so that I can see you. They saw it. Still, they didn't get it that he is the he is the Lord.
very
So
sad.
this is how much so this is, before devotees, he kept Duryodhana as topmost, that, okay, let me try to convince that this war cannot happen, right? So he has given every chance. He gives every chance because he is the Bijam Pita, because he is the seeding father, right? He is the father. We are just a child. Yeah, he gives us chances, right? The Maya will tell, oh, he is sleeping, he is sleeping. No, he will not say like that, right? He will say, okay, let him sleep. He will start to walk, right? He will start to walk. He will slip, okay, he will fall down for some time, then again he will start to walk. So just don't bother him, right? As a devotee, when a Kanishta Adhikari also, what we do, whatever times he fall, whatever happens, still he gives chances, right? He gives chances, but we need to be sincere, right? We need, does not get into the habit, right? So like that we have to do, right? So Krishna does not disturb Maya and is free from it, right? He does not disturb Maya. Okay, do your duty, right? So Maya is in Krishna's control, following Krishna's instruction, right? So I given you example of a house having a dog, and Krishna as a owner. So Krishna is the owner, a dog is the Maya. So how you get the control the Maya? You ask Krishna, the owner of the house, that please control him. I want to meet you. Then he will control. So become the devotee of the Lord. You get surrendered. Then the Maya is controlled. When a good king visits a prison to care for his citizens, although they are criminals, right? It is from the goodness of his heart he does this. He genuinely worries about his misdirected citizens, right? So we are like, into the jail. We are not into the hotel. We are into the hospital, basically a jail, a hospital, whatever you like to call it. But we are, we are here to get treatment. This is correctional facility, right? Not, we are not here for bhoga. This is correctional facility. What we are here to realize ourselves, realize, ourselves that we are the Brahman, and then we go start the Paramatma. Then we realize that there is Bhagwan. So this is the relation, basically the Bhagwan relation we have to get. We are here not to order the, various, dishes in the hospital. We are rather here to take the medicine. So we are currently in the Kali Yuga, we are in the ICU. So we need Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Even Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, we cannot, comprehend it. We need only Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given that, okay, you chant this mantra. You need heavy dose of, this injection so that we can medicine, so that we can go back. The majority of the prisoners are happy to see the king and greet him and cherish his company, right? What prisoners like, that they are happy to see the king, greet him, and cherish him in his company. A few of the worst prisoners point to the king and say, "Look, he is in prison now. He is also one of us. He is the prisoner," right? So one who is thinking that king has come for, as a prisoner, they are just fools, right? They are just came here to, rectify you, or, greet you or meet you, have some, loving exchange between with you, right? For that he comes. 9.12. Mogasha moga karmano moga jnana vichetasah rakshashim ashurim chaiva prakritim mohinim shita. Those who are thus bewildered are attracted by demonic and atheistic views. In that diluted condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated, right? So those who are bewildered are attracted by demonic and atheistic views. Then, right, one who is bewildered, they will attract, they get attracted by demonic and atheist views, right? In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated, right? Everything will go into the vain. Everything will be futile effort, right? Okay, so light electricity has come. Yes. Hare Krishna. This net is not. 9.13, right? Mahatma पार्था दैवं प्रकृतिम आश्रिता भजन्ते अन्यमनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतादिम अव्ययम्. O son of Pratha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Right? The one who is not deluded, the great souls, right? This Mahatma, right? It's a Mahatma, are under the protection of divine nature, right? They are not under the protection of Maya. They are under the protection of divine nature. Devim Prakritim Ashrita. Devim Prakritim Ashrita. They are fully engaged in devotion. Bhajanti Ananya Manaso. Right? So main thing what one has to bhajanti. Ananya Manaso, because they know me as the Supreme Personality Godhead. Gyatva Bhutadim Avyayam, original and inexhaustible. Right? So a great devotee all the time in devotion, uh, you know, uh, right? So there's a story of Madhavendra Puri, right? He was a great devotee, always in the time of devotion. So once some Gopal came to give him the right food, and in his dream he told Madhavendra Puri that his deity is hidden in a specific place which was destroyed during the Mughal rule, and temple and Vrindavan was established, right? So this is the story of Madhavendra Puri, when the temple of Vrindavan, when it was established due to that, right? 9.14. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Now he will say that what one does, to achieve him. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dadavataha yam namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta pasate. Satatam, always chanting my kirtayanto, chanting my glories. Kirtayanto mam, my glories. Yatantas, endeavoring with Chadradravita. Dradravita means determination, with great determination, right? We don't have to learn Sanskrit, right? We learn the Gita only, then we know the Sanskrit itself. So we have to gradually do that. So Dradravita means determination. Yatantas means endeavoring with great, right? With great determination. Bowing down before me, Namashyantash. Mam Bhaktya, my, right? My, these great souls, Mam Bhaktya, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion, right? So here, the beautiful, transcendental, Kirtan going by Srila Prabhupada himself.
This is the story of the Hare Krishna people.
Right, so here is a beautiful, beautiful short clip was given here, in which, the Srila Prabhupada was dancing in ecstasy with the, with the devotees, and, sharing love with them, right? So this is what a great devotee does, right? So what is the takeaway here? To a school kid, school is the whole world, right? In primary school, the physical instructor is the owner of the school, right? In high school, the principal, the headmaster is the owner of the school, right? Further joins college and realizes the school is owned by someone chairperson, right? And they employed all the teaching, non-teaching, and administrative staff to keep the school in smooth functioning state, right? So this is, basically three parts of the absolute truth we are getting. That okay, he thinks that it is the whole world. Then gradually you get the jnana, and basically you involve that who is the chairperson, who is the CEO. No, now you get it from the Gita. 9.17 पिताहमस्य जगतो मतदाता पितामह वेदं पवित्रम् ओंकारा रक्षामवज्ञजुरेव च. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. I am also Rigved, the Samved, and the Yajurvedas. Right? All the Vedas he is. 9.18. हरे कृष्णा बंद कर देना दरवाजा 9.18 I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place, and the eternal seed. Right? He is the eternal seed. He is the goal. He is the sustainer. He is the master. He is the witness of the abode. Right? He is the refuge and the most dear friend. He is the most ever dear friend. Right? I am the creation and the annihilation. He will create and he will destroy. Right? The basis of everything. 9.19 Oh Arjuna, I control heat, the rain, and the drought. I am immortality and I am also death personified. Both being and non-being are in me. Right? A lot of things to remember, right, Krishna? 9.20 Those who study the Vedas and drink the Soma Jusa, seeking heavenly planets, worship me indirectly. They take birth on the planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delights. Right? So, basically, you study Vedas, doing the Karma Kanda, they drink some Somjusa, right? They're seeking heavenly planets, worshiping indirectly. They are seeking heavenly planets. They are not worshiping Krishna, right? They are worshiping indirectly. They take birth, on the planet of Indra, where they enjoy, right? It is said that whatever path you choose, the ultimate goal will be one only. But that is not true, right? But if you are aiming, if you are suppose you are aiming for exam, right? You are aiming for some engineering exam. Will you become a doctor? No, you won't become, right? So what you have aimed for something, you will go there, right? So I've aimed for the heavenly planets, go to the heavenly planets, not to Krishna, not to the ultimate bliss. You will again into commit cycle. So when they have thus enjoyed heavenly sense pleasure, they return to this mortal planet again. You will come back again. Thus, through the Vedic principles, they achieve only flickering happiness. So A class jail, B class jail, you are in the mode of goodness, you are mode in the passion, mode of ignorance, whatever the class of jail, there is this jail, right? In the heavens also the war is happening, in the Prithvi Loka, Bhuloka, war is happening. In the bottommost planets, there also the Narka Loka and all war is, that is all painful, right? So any kind of jail, you are still in the jail only. We are not out of it. We have to get out of the jail. 9.22 अनन्या चिन्तयन्तो मां ये पर्युपासते तेषां नित्यभियुक्तानां योगकेशं वहाम्यहम्. So, but those who worship me with devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and preserve what they have, right? He will carry, he will carry what they lack and he will preserve what they have. It is not like he will go, he will be leading a very, struggle for life, or like that. No, he will, he will take care of it. He will take care what you lack, and he will preserve what you have, what is needed, what is not for the greed, right? What is needed, and what is there, you have preserved it. Now you carry on, right? There is the a story of this Arunacharya. uh what basically happens, when this he was writing some shloka, he was writing some shloka at his house, and he was a grahastha, and he was not able to, he was very poor, he was not able to get earn out of it something, right? So what he did, he was trying to write, he is the, the Lord is everything, right? The Lord is, take care of everything. He was writing this shloka, and he felt that, okay, this is not true, right? I am in so much pure, I cannot. So he cut that shloka, right? He was about to, he cut that shloka, he cut that shloka on the page, and he went, that he said to his wife that, okay, I will went, I need to went something, right? Now, after some time, what happened? Two boys came, right? And then they want, and they were carrying, some, some jewels, and uh, some golds and all. They were carrying, and he came to the house, and his wife was there. Now the wife told her, "Who are you?" So they said that we have sent, we have sent by your, your husband. You take this, you keep it, right? This is a real story, okay? So you can take this, you keep it, okay? So I think, okay, he has given his, so money has come now, right? But she saw that, okay, there is, red mark on your, on your back, red mark is there on your back. So what she did, okay, I will apply some, ointment or lap, Ayurvedic lap on you, right? So he did that, she did that. Okay, let's see. They said, okay, your husband, asked you, how do you got this red mark? And they told that your husband only, beated us, and we got this red mark on the back. So she said, okay, this is not good. I will apply the, lap, and we are sorry for him, right? And they went. After some time, what happened when he came back, when he heard the story, okay, so he went directly, he gone to that, that register, and he his copy. He said that, okay, I have cut this shloka, that he does not take care of his own, right? And he was writing this shloka, and he has cutted it with his pen. So but that, he got the red mark, and he was so, he was so in aesthetic, and he got, he lied down, he was crying, and he finally he realized that, okay, the God has come, the God himself has come, for the devotees. So this is, this is how much, he takes care of his own, right? This is what he takes care of his own. In the chapter it will be revealed that how much he care for his own. He takes extra care for his own, right? So 9.2 येऽपि अन्यदेवता भक्ता यजन्ते श्रद्धया विनताः तेऽपि मामेव कौन्तेय यजन्ति अवधिपूर्वकम्. Whatever a man may sacrifice to other gods, O son of Kunti, is really meant for me alone, right? But it is offered without true understanding, right? You are offering anything to any other lord because you don't know, because one don't know that who is the supreme. Ultimately, who is being, it is being offered to, it is being offered to the supreme personality godhead, right? They don't know the true understanding, right? They are into some illusion that you are offering to the demigods or something like that, right? Rather, it is being offered to the supreme only, right? So avadhi purvaka means without true understanding. Avadhi, without true understanding. 9.25. So, you are worshipping differently. So he is telling what will happen with the different goal. You are worshipping for the heavenly planets, you will go there. So he is the 9.25. Yanti deva vrita devan pitran yanti pitravata bhutani yanti bhutegya yanti madhyaginopi. Yanti deva vrita devan, those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. You will go to the demigods, right? Vritra yanti pitravrata, those who worship ghosts, and those who worship, the ancestors, go to the ancestors. Bhutani yanti bhutegya, those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings, right? And yanti madhyaginopi mam, and those who worship me will live with me. right? So what it's not like that whatever yato mat tato pat, that is not true, right? Whatever your goal is, you will reach there, you want to go there, right? So your Lord will satisfy like that only, right? You will go there. It's not like you're trying to achieve the engineering and you will get the doctorate degree. No, it's not like that. The glories of Krishna Bhakti, right? Then we will now learn the glories of Krishna Bhakti. What is Krishna Bhakti? Krishna Bhakti is this, right? What God wants, He tells here, right? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadham bhakti upartam yashnami prayatatmanaha. He's saying if one offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, right? Here, again and again, three times bhakti is being taught here, right? Where is my cursor? No, here saying the bhaktya prayachati and tad aham, right? Bhaktya, here it is bhaktya, first bhakti, and again bhakti upartam, then atmana, prayat atmana. Wow, so basically what he wants, love and devotion, right? He can eat anything, right? He can eat anything. It's not like he cannot eat. He is the Lord of the universe. He can eat anything, but we cannot eat anything, right? It is not good for us. So he has recommended Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam. One who offers me with love and devotion a leaf, flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it, right? So we offer it to the Lord because it is the, it is the inferior energy of the living entities only, right? We offer it to the Lord because, the plants are also living entities, right? So what we do, we are trying to, so offer it to the Lord, then all the sins are, taken, because, to make that food, lot of consciousness has been gone into that, the consciousness of the, to the of the villagers, consciousness of the, to the owner of the field, consciousness who has, plugged the field, and all the consciousness have gone, lot of insects might have died daily, so but we offered it to the Lord, right? Then what we offer, patram pushpam palam, all made up out of it, right? So he can eat everything, but we cannot have anything, right? Our body is not made like that, right? Even science accepts it. Even the plants and trees whose flowers, fruits of flower you are offering gets blessed, right? So one has to sanctify the food, then you have it. You will see the miracle. You will see the miracle. You will see the realization, right? Because Gita is not like any shloka is not like that just said. Every shloka has the importance, every shloka has the realization, every shloka has the potency for everything. Each shloka, you go to the tantric, you have something issue, you go to a tantric, he will give you some shloka from the Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita only. You say this, chant this mantra, just put om before the shloka, and you finish it with the swaha. You do that, and the miracles will start happening. So this is the power of the, this is the power of the shlokas that's here. It all gets sanctified, and you realize, now you will free from all the, lust, anger, and greed. So 9.27. Now, what to offer, what else to offer? Yat karoshi yadashnashi yat juhoshi dadashi yat tapasyashi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Yat karoshi yadashnashi. O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, yat karoshi yadashnashi yat juhoshi dadashi all that you offer and give away, right? Yat tapasya Shri Kaunteya, as well as the austerities, what is tapasya you are doing, austerities that you may perform. Yat tat kurushva madadarpanam. Should be done as an offering to me, right? Before he was saying in the Karma Yoga also, you offer it to me only, the results you offer it to me. Here also he's saying, Yat karoshi, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, you give away as a charity, whatever you give as a, you are doing tapasya, do it for the me. Do as an offering to me. Right? He is saying like that, right? Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Now he reveals that what is he has some affection for the devotees. 9.2 by 9. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priya ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. I envy no hum. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Nor I am partial. He is not partial to anyone. I am equal to all. Samoham sarva should be the name dveshu. No dvesh. I am no envy no one. Stina priya. Not partial. I am equal to all. Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion, one who is rendering service unto me in devotion, Maititeshu Chapyam is a friend is in me, and I am also friend to him. So he has special affection for the devotees, who are devoted to him, right? He has special affection. He is revealing here. He's revealing. That's why it is the secret. So secret of all. It's the confidential knowledge, right? So how can Krishna be equal to all, but at the same time partial towards his devotees, right? You will be asking these questions, right? So devotees are devotees. Ye yatha mahaprabhaddine tam sataiva bhajamyam, right? What he revealed in the previous chapter also. Whoever returns, whoever comes to me, I reciprocate him, right? I reciprocate as he wants, right? So towards a devotee, reciprocation is transcendental. It is transcendental. The reciprocation, you get some spiritual, you want some spiritual benefits, he will give there. He'll give, right? So it's transcendental. For devotees, it's transcendental. Apiche 9.30. Apiche sud duracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadureva sa mantavya samyak vyavashitosya. Even if one commits the most abominable actions, one is committing most abominable actions, if he is engaged in devotional service, he starts engaging in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated. Bhakti yoga is like that. It's not like some karma yoga like thing, right? It's not like that. It's like, even if one has a fall down, abominable action one is involved, was involved, but he started to engage in devotional service sincerely, and and he's started to realize this, he realized this mistake, right? He started the devotional service, so he will be called as properly situated. He is into Krishna consciousness, right? Krishna forgives. This is because Krishna forgives accidental forms. Some form, accidentally someone falls, he forgets. One time this Jagai Madai was there, where basically the looters and so right, the thieves in the society. So once the Nityananda Prabhu basically visited in the Mayapur, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu basically visited this. He used to go to every house. He is the incarnation of Lord Balrama. He goes to in the when he came with Krishna, he was very ferocious, right? That every time he was there to kill him. I will kill him, and he was always ready with the gada, right? Here he came as a very merciful, right? He used to went to the each and every one, say, you please say one time Hare Krishna. You please utter the word Hare Krishna. I beg you, please chant the name of the Lord Hare Krishna. So he went to the Jagai Matai, who were the looters, who were the thieves of the society, the most sinful one. He went there. So what they did, you go from here, right? They went, they threw the stone at the Nityananda, all the blood was coming from his head now. So what this is in this this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then realized this, and he went as a he put out his Sudarshan Chakra. He was there, right, to kill him. Not Nityananda Prabhu holded his feet and tell that you are here as a merciful, right? Please show them mercy. You are here as a merciful, right? You are the most merciful one, right? So show them your mercy, and make them your devotees. So at that time, what happened, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is there, so in the form of Krishna and Radha Rani. So what happens, if you see so you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you become a devotee right away. You become a devotee. The hippies, those who were meeting the Srila Prabhupada, they all became the great devotees, right? They became the devotees. This is the power of the purity, right? In ISKCON, purity is the force, right? In ISKCON, we say the books are the basis, the preaching is the essence, and the purity is the force, right? Purity is the force, and utility is the principle. So these are the four pillars of ISKCON basically. So purity is the force. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there. So what happened? Jagai Mitai became very. They realized the mistake and ultimately became the great devotee of the Lord, right? So this is how merciful the Lord and his devotees are, right? So like a loving and a patient mother. 9.31 Shipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat shantim nigacchati kaunteya praditagnihi name bhakta pranashyati. He quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes, right? Why does Krishna ask Arjuna to declare, right? He quickly becomes what? He quickly becomes righteous. Even if one has fall down, he quickly becomes right because he started following all regulated principles, started, doing devotional service, and attains lasting peace. So, son of God, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Right? So, why he's saying to declare? Mami partha पाशिता येऽपि शुपापव्योनयः स्त्रियो वैश्य सततं शूद्रास्तेऽपि यान्ति परां गतिम्. O son of Pratha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, as well as Shudras, can approach the supreme destination, right? So they can also achieve, they can, approach the supreme destination, right? All, it is nothing, like that, but it is like all can achieve the supreme destination. But one has to do? Take shelter, right? Take shelter. We have to surrender. We have to surrender, right? 9.0 Manmana Bhava Madbhakto. He says this shloka two times. In here 9.34 and 34 and 8.65 also. 18.65. He says this shloka again and again. मन्मना भाव मद्भक्तो मद्यगीमां नमस्कुरु मामेव शशि युक्तयम् आत्मना मत् पारया. Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Offer obeisance and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Right? This shloka is repeated again in 18%. Manmana bhava madbhakto mad yagimam namaskuru mam eva shachi satyam te paritagne priyoshi me. So this is the shloka in 18.160. It is again repeated. So engage your mind always in thinking of me. Always you have to think of him. Offer obeisance, worship him. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Right? This is he says that we have to man mana bhava madbhaktu. Always, think of him. Right? This is the main thing. So engage your mind in Krishna's name, appearance, paraphernalia, and pastime. These four things you can imagine. Right? You can, think of. Basically. So take away some point of these shlokas and say this is Lord's ego. Think about become my devotee, surrender to me, right? This is etc. But if you say that this is again envy. So if a CEO of a multi-billion dollar conglomerate visits one of his plants and instructs an employee to personally reach out to him if there are any problems, right? What you will think? Is it ego? Will it be like taken as a ego? No, right? It will not be taken like a ego, right? Because he is a CEO, right? Is it he's visiting his own plant and instructing personally to employee, reach out to him if there is any problem, right? He's saying, Man mana bhava mad bhakto, because you are into problem. Please reach out to me. Why? To have eternal bliss, to have eternal happiness, right? To have enjoy your life blissfully, right? Why you are here to have these miseries? Why you are going so lot of miseries? You are having family, doing all this stuff by yourself. You don't have to do that, right? It is you don't have to think about so much miseries. There is no such miseries in the spiritual world, right? You come out of it, you approach me. This is why he is saying one. This is not a topic of envy, right? So three parts we learned in this chapter 9, Bhagavad Aishwarya Jnana, Raj Vidya Guhyam, right? The glories of the this chapter. Ways to approach Krishna, we learned is Satatam Kirtan Tuman, always chanting his glories, right? And the sweetness of exclusive devotion. What is the sequence? He is, he is partial. Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Always thinking of him. He is partial to his devotee. He becomes right. So Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Any questions on today's class? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Vaishnavi Mataji, today's class, very less devotees have come, I guess.
Prabhuji, it
All
happens
people.
because of Diwali. Maybe everybody is busy, and it happens.
Mhm. Yeah. For 7 p.m. Okay, Mataji.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Mataji.
how do we revise what has been taught to us? Because see, I
Mataji,
don't
the
know Sanskrit.
PDF. Yes, Mataji, don't have to learn Sanskrit, you are into, the chanting of the, shloka recitation comes half an hour before. You can do that, and, gradually, Mataji, what happens? You keep, reading the shlokas, you keep reading the shlokas, the English part. You will be, acquainted to it. You have some, some tunes are there to read them, right? With that tunes, basically, if you get that tune, it will becomes easy, right? Right,
Okay.
we will learn one shloka of right seven first when he surrenders Arjuna. So there is this tune that Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava prachami tvam dharma sammuda cheta. Right, this is one tune.
Hmm.
And one tune is Dehosmin Yatha Dehe Kaumaram Yauvanam Jara Tatha Dehantara Prapter Dhiras Tatrana Muhyate. So this is, this is the tune. If you follow, then it becomes easy for us to learn the shlokas, right? So the tune, with the
Hmm.
tune, if you learn, it will become easy. And you keep reading, Mataji. Best thing we have to, if we have to read Bhagavad Gita 100 times, then you can think that, because there is only, three major books, I would say, that one should, Bhagavad Gita one should read every day, because it is essence of all the, all the Shastras. And then there is Bhagavatam. You can listen to the lectures of, Namanishta Das Prabhuji every
Bhagavatam
day
is
at least.
also in Sanskrit.
Yes, Mataji, but that is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Mataji. What he has done, that he has translated it in the English. That is his mercy,
Okay.
right? It is the mercy of a devotee only, right? That we can now read Bhagavad Gita. But because, if we think to read, the Hindi Bhagavad Gita, it is so tough. It is so tough, to get the, correct word,
Hmm.
or for that, in any language, so globally, you are, we can now read, because India knows easily English language is easily comprehensible to everyone. So it's better that we, go to English or Hindi. It's available. So
Yes,
English, it
Prabhuji.
is both. So Bhagavatam, you can start reading, you can start having the, watching the,
Mataji,
hearing the lectures, because
we have
Sadhu Sangha is.
Bhagavad, we have
Hare
Bhagavatam,
Krishna.
we have Bhagavatam in regional languages also. Like in all regional languages, Bhagavatam is taken, and early morning 8 a.m. Namanishta Prabhu himself takes the Bhagavatam class. That is in English. That is also very beautiful to hear. And like you are talking about the shlokas, when you listen to the Bhagavatam classes, you automatically learn shlokas very easily. Sorry,
This
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Bhagavatam class is also of ISKCON.
Yes, ISKCON
Yes.
Mangaluru is only taking all the in regional languages also, all languages.
Okay.
So if you connect
Can you
with
forward the link?
Mataji, if you, I'll share my number, and you can be added to any regional language you want to be.
Yeah, okay. If you can share me your number, then we can talk about this later on.
It's by ISKCON Mangaluru only, and they are like very good. And the best part
Okay.
is Namanishta Prabhu takes at
Hmm.
8 a.m. at temple link. You must be getting the temple link for the
Yeah,
early 4:30 a.m. Mangalarti and all. So on
yeah,
the
yeah.
same link, Namanishta Prabhu is also taking at 8 a.m. English. It is also a
Okay.
very beautiful class. Means you must listen. All should listen. Hare Krishna. Sorry, Prabhuji. Sorry to interfere.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Thank you.
No, no,
Hare
thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Yes. Any questions on today's chapter, Hare Krishna? Anyone? Okay, on Diwali, we will not be having class. What we will do, either we will combine 16th and 17th chapter because it's short, or, we will go to one more extra class so that, and no one skips the class. Hare Krishna. Okay, okay, we will end here.
Hare Krishna.
वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णवन की जय शीला प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा थैंक यू एवरीवन थैंक यू वैष्णवी माता जी थैंक यू
Thank you, Prabhuji. And sorry, I disturbed you in middle. Sorry.
नो नो नथिंग लाइक दैट थैंक यू फॉर हेल्पिंग माता जी हरे कृष्णा